Ci sono uomini che hanno cambiato il corso della storia con le loro...
There are men who have changed the course of history thanks to their passions. One of them is Ferdinand Kraft von Zeppelin. He is the creator of the airship.
Dalla costruzione di quell'aeromobile ebbe origine nel 1900.
The construction of the aircraft led to the birth in 1915 of the German multinational ZF, one of the world's main suppliers of transmissions and frames for the automotive industry and the off-road section.
ZF Marine è l'azienda del gruppo.
ZF Marine is the group company that allows us to sail for pleasure or for work with the quality of its products, which are the performance results of a passionate team. Let's get to know the company.
ZF Padova è il leader mondiale che ha oltre 70.
ZF Padova is a world leader that holds over 70% of inboard propulsion solutions in the pleasure boat industry. We're a global supplier of transmissions and control and propulsion systems for engines that go up to 1,500 horsepower.
Cavalli di potenza. Abbiamo due sedi, una ad Arco, una a Padova. Padova è più.
We've two headquarters, one in Arco and one in Padova. Padova is more focused on the mechanics and Arco is more focused on the electronics. But for me, both together are a great solution which combined make what's known as mechatronics, a trend which keeps gathering strength across the world. From a commercial point of view, over and above the main markets, obviously, we've got three fundamental locations in Miami, Singapore and Dubai, places where our products are sold and maintained. There are about 400 of us in the Italian companies, so if you think that there are over 500 people across the world, the product line, I like to say, is a young and strongly motivated global product line.
Giovane e fortemente motivato.
Our mission is to pit ourselves against the market, being aware of the requirements and noting new trends, from large working boats to motorboats with outboards, from ferries to patrol boats that get up to 100 knots.
Che raggiungono anche 100 nodi di velocità. Mi occupo di, se vogliamo...
I'm responsible for, I'd say, organising the work and taking decisions to do with the research and development of the whole team of engineers that we have. There's about 40 of us in all.
Di persone. Da un lato abbiamo
On the one hand, we'll gather input, or the input that comes from the sales, from the product line manager, and in some way collect together all the market requests, and on the other hand, as research and development, it's up to us to bring about innovation.
sta a noi cercare di portare innovazione.
Our product is recognised as the best in the world. Our ambition is to consolidate our leadership, thanks to the products we are in development with.
Ovviamente come gruppo ZF.
Obviously, as the ZF Group, we have the enormous benefit of added value of being able to lean on the research and development department and corporate development that is in Germany, giving us an infinite resource in know-how.
Ci offre un know-how infinito.
I nostri prodotti mirano a rendere più confortevole la
Our products make sailing more comfortable. They simplify manoeuvres and make boats more secure and efficient. This might seem simple, but it's really quite complex if you think about the different ways our products are being used.
di applicazione dei nostri prodotti.
Le persone che lavorano
The people who work on the pleasure boats in Padova and Arco do it because they believe that we can be the best company of our kind in the world.
di questo tipo nel mondo. E
It's a
quindi
passion-led company. Detail is fundamental. Our clients are people who want, well, they don't want problems. So that's what we do. Guarantee they won't have them by delivering the best product possible.
Principalmente monto
I mount the analog levers. We've got special computers to test them, to make sure that there are no problems when clients set sail in their free time. We make sure that nothing happens to the boat and the product needs to leave here in perfect condition with no issues.
Noi andiamo a stressare i prodotti.
We need to test our products in the most difficult conditions, so we don't just anticipate the normal conditions that our clients will encounter. We go much further than that. Obviously, all the security systems are programmed and tested out too. For us, quality isn't just a guarantee that our suppliers will give us the right materials, but it also guarantees that our employees work in the best conditions, so they can do the best job.
io sono profondamente convinto e non è sempre
I'm
facile.
deeply convinced, and obviously, it's not always easy to make it happen, 100%, But I think that if the workplace is ergonomic, materials arrive in time, equipment works, the machines don't break and the instruments are where they should be, a person will work to their best capability, for themselves and for the company, both in terms of quality and in terms of efficiency.
In ZF ci tengono alla pulizia.
Cleanliness, order and safety are very important for ZF. The work environment needs to be healthy, because the cleaner it is, the better it ends up. The 5S that we have as our levels of standards, everything is at arm's length and we know where to go. You know where your pieces are, you'll leave them here, you'll take them back, and even if someone else is in your place, you'll find the same places exactly how they were left. That's the best.
È il top.
Every day we produce 100 transmissions, 85 of which are different from the other.
Una rispetto all'altra.
In questa cella produco
I produce the constant gear here, from start to finish. From the turning to the gear shaping machine, to the drilling and hobbing machine.
La stozza, foratura e dentatura. Questo è un nuovo modo di produzione perché
This is a new way of production. There's a lot more to it now. It's much more fluid, easier.
molto più facile.
Tutti I problemi vengono evidenziati
All
immediatamente.
the problems are highlighted immediately with the objective to confront them immediately too. So it's not left to one side and only thought about afterwards, but it's considered, analysed and tried to be resolved.
Considerarli, analizzarli e poi cercare di risolverli.
This is very useful for the employee because they feel they are participating in a productive cycle and therefore a part of the company itself, which in turn values the importance of the employee and what they do in the productive cycle.
I nostri prodotti sicuramente hanno un grande focus di sicurezza, sia che sia per applicazioni.
Our products definitely have a huge focus on safety, both in terms of sailing and work. But it isn't just a theme that we want to push from a security point of view, but a safety theme in the workplace. ZF has invested over 3 million in 3 years in the Padova and Arco sites to improve workplace safety.
In 3 anni per migliorare la sicurezza del posto di lavoro.
La macchina alle mie spalle di ultima
The
generazione.
machine behind me, state of the art, costs a lot of money, but it allows me to create very high quality pieces in less time where I worked before.
Di dove lavoravo prima.
Noi abbiamo fatto più corsi di
We've had
formazione.
more training courses and given more information to our collaborators, those who assemble or bring the materials onto the line, to make them understand who our reference market is. Therefore, it's not just a box with a transmission in it at the end of the assembly line, but there's a client behind it who fundamentally is buying an experience from us, a unique experience, which is some hours of fun each year, on the base of which they're choosing ZF rather than another supplier.
Quale sceglie ZF rispetto a un altro fornitore.
La nostra sfida quotidiana.
Our challenge every day is to satisfy our clients' needs, even the most demanding ones. The fact that we can anticipate and satisfy their demands is a strong stimulus for our whole group.
Per noi la qualità
Quality is a priority for us, so we need to produce high-quality products to have it, and it needs to be unique from that point of view. And we do that by accurately analysing everything material-wise that comes in, but also all the products along the production line.
lungo tutta la filiera produttiva.
Io faccio 2 volte all'anno uno speech.
Twice a year I make a speech to a General Assembly where I try to relate not just the company's performance records, but the path towards the future that we want the company to be heading in. And my personal perception is that every person here today is enthusiastic about what we are doing. I see that people listening where we've got to go, listening to where we've come from and listening to what we want to do in the future. I see they've really got passion and motivation to go forward, which means, of course, that I'm happy with the fact that the message we're trying to convey has been truly heard.
Portare sia veramente sentito. In primo luogo noi siamo latini e siamo italiani.
In the first place, we are Latin and we're Italian, and we've a strong concept of family. So, inside the family, if you feel an integral part of the system, you can give more, which is an aspect that strongly helps people motivationally. And that's what we've tried to do.
E questo è quello che abbiamo cercato di fare.
Il nuovo slogan di ZF Group.
See, Think, Act is the new slogan of the ZF Group, which represents the path that the company is following. Observing the world, even the nautical one, thinking about everything that mechanical, electronic and mechatronics can do to make it better and eventually build those products that transform an idea into concrete, real-life innovation. Exactly what was done by Ferdinand Kraft von Zeppelin over 100 years ago.